Velina mai kako. Welcome to Keep It Aloha, a podcast that keeps it aloha by being priced back into paradise. I'm your host Kamaka, and right now we are truly in paradise. And you will be too for the next 2 hours because we have an amazing guest for this special episode at this special location today. But before we get into it, I gotta tell you about this place we're at today. Shangri isn't just where we're filming, it's a part of the story. The building and gardens outside of here were once Doris Duke's private home, now reimagined as a space for the community and public imagination. So, get ready for a truly special episode. Yes, let's introduce our guest.
What excites me is not just the creation of local jobs with all these farming activities that we have going on here, but the ability to take Maui coffee and share it with the world.
Our guest today is a musician from the island of Oahu. He came bursting on the scene in 2023, winning season 21 of American Idol, becoming the first person from Hawaii, the first Pacific Islander, and the first non-country genre singer in 3 years to win. Since his time on American Idol, this Kahuku boy has accumulated over 3 million followers collectively on social media, 70 plus million streams on all platforms, has sold out shows in LA, New York, DC, and Hawaii, and most recently just released his new song, Sunshine, which is a song basking in positivity and feel-good warmth, pairing a swaying backbeat with smooth vocals and sandy saxophone. The 20-year-old phenom set the scene of inner beauty to match his Hawaiian home. Keep watching because Iam just might sing it later this episode. He is Kahuku's pride and joy, and I am so stoked to talk stories with him today. His name is Iam Tongi. Aloha, Iam. Welcome to the Keep It Aloha live at Lē'ahi, filming right here at Shangri. How you doing?
Yo, I'm good, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Of course. It's so cool that you guys got to come here. You came with your whole crew. We got to tour the place
Yeah, I
a
got
little
to check
bit.
them out. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, no, I'm super stoked. And it's cool because, you know, you're from Kahuku, small town out here in Oahu.
Yeah.
I'm from Hilo, small town on the Big Island. So I really love that we can relate to like that small town vibe. And now like look at the place that we're at. Like who would have thought that we'd be
Yeah,
here
man.
today, right?
Yeah, bro. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Very blessed. And you know, Shangri-La is rooted here in Hawaii, and so is your story. So as we sit down in this space that celebrates culture and connection, I just want to know, like, what does it mean to you as you reflect on your whole journey, like being here in this moment?
Man, just being in this moment right now is because you think about it, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everything I went through. And, my dad passing away, and I feel like everything is like bigger picture, everything happens for a reason. And just being here right now, just such a big moment for me. I always watch your podcast all the time, so it's always cool. Like I always watched what's the one that you just did with what's his name? Mark
Mark Hiliho.
Yeah,
The guy with the glasses.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a good one.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching. I've, believe it or not, I've watched your stuff too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
No,
bro.
seeing your whole journey from American Idol and learning more about your life was probably one of the highlights of that year. And just you know how it is being from Hawaii, and we're just so proud of all the people here. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Marcus Mariota, that's my cousin. Tua, Max, that's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
cousin. Iam Tongi, that's my cousin. Like, really just like so cool witnessing your story. So I'm
Thank you,
excited
man.
to
Thank
just get into your story and hear from your perspective. Actually, before we get into that, the first time we actually connected was I did
Yeah.
that Bring Iam Home
Yeah,
video for
yeah.
you, and then I got all my past podcast guests, singers in Hawaii, Jasmine,
I seen that.
Camille.
Yeah, I remember I was like, oh shit, this
Yeah,
is crazy.
that was a
All
big
these
surprise,
guys that I
right?
grew up
Yeah.
like listening to, and I
Kelly
was
Boy Delima.
Kelly Boy,
Yeah.
Paula Funga was on
Paula,
them too. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Kimmy A.
Kimmy, yeah. So
Yeah.
I reached out to Kimmy and more guys to help me like produce that stuff. So they were huge in producing it. And I remember seeing it. I saw like a bunch of reaction videos to it. You just have so much love.
Yeah,
So
bro,
much
thank
love.
you, bro.
So yeah, I'm just happy that I got to be a little bit part of that story. But let's get into your whole life story. I want to start at the beginning.
Yes,
Where are you from? Where are you grad? And what was it like growing up?
I was born and raised in Kahuku. And my mom and them being from my mom and my dad being from Tonga. My dad kind of had he was born in Kahuku, same hospital, which was cool. Born in Kahuku, then he moved to Samoa. Because my dad half Samoa and half Tongan. So he moved to Samoa, and he moved from Samoa to Tonga when he was around 5. Then he moved back to Samoa after he graduated, then back to Tonga, and then he left on his mission.
Dang.
And just a lot of cool things. My mom's mom is from Kansas,
Oh.
and yeah, she's a Palangi. And
Google that if you don't know what that means.
oh yeah. She's from Palangi, and I never met her. There's just so much things about I'm so interested in, like my heritage and where all this stuff come from. But yeah, I was born and raised in Kahuku, North Shore. Went to Kahuku Elementary. Always getting in trouble, you know.
Well,
Typical.
what you was doing?
Always getting in trouble. I was always like, running around and causing trouble, messing around, and just me and my friends go hike up the mountain just for fun, bro. It's just all kinds of things. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Living in Hawaii.
Totally. I mean, why we want to stay in a classroom when we have all this outside,
exactly,
right?
right? I know, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you went to Kahuku Elementary, and at what point did you move away? Because we've seen your story on American Idol, and one of the classic stories here in Hawaii, Priced Out of Paradise. You basically coined that term, saying that during your audition, and it's a story that we can all relate to.
Right.
Well, not a lot of us can relate to it. More than 50% of the Native Hawaiian population living outside of Hawaii. It's a crazy statistic. So for you, what was it like having to leave Hawaii? You loved it so much, hiking, the beautiful views, the people, the food. What was that like?
It was hard, man. When I first went to Seattle, I'll always cry all the time, and then I'll be like, man, I miss my friends. And then it was just kind of like it was really hard, because I was 15 when I moved, right? And I feel like it was worse for my sister, because there was her last year of high school.
Oh, yeah.
And she moved and graduated during COVID.
Oh, that was a COVID
Because we moved
year.
2019, and COVID hit, right? And then she graduated 2020.
Dang.
And she graduated during COVID, and she's seen how everyone in Hawaii was having their own kind of graduation.
Yeah, on a drive-by graduation.
Yeah, and it was fun, but she never get to have that, and I always felt bad for her for that. And,
oh man.
It was hard for me, but it was hard on my whole family. It's just my dad couldn't work. He got kidney failure, and then he also had before we moved, he had a heart attack and 2 strokes.
Oof.
So he couldn't work anymore. So we moved with his sister in Seattle, and she was taking care of us for a little bit, and she helped us out a lot. My dad's sister, and my dad got kidney failure, so he went to the hospital, and that was even more hard, because all this stuff, and every single time, like all the time, actually, every holiday, I just wanted to come back home, but it was just, I don't know, it was always hard to come back home, because you miss out on a lot of things that happen here. Huh?
You got that FOMO.
So when you come back, it's like, it's different from when you left.
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, and then you go back to Seattle, and it's different from when you left. And it's just like, it's like a thing where it's like,
you could never
you
keep
kind of
up.
don't belong.
Yeah.
At that point, you kind of feel like you don't belong at any of them, at any place. And just a kid, just being dramatic.
Yeah, no, that's super true, because those are the transformative years of your life, and I moved my senior year of high school from Big Island to Oahu, and just that change alone, just different islands, still in Hawaii, just that change was so different from me, because going from like the more country, slow paced style, and even though Hawaii in general was still pretty slow paced, like I felt like coming from Big Island to Oahu was like moving from like Big Island to like California. It was like the people were different, like the roads were like, or so much traffic.
Yeah,
traffic. Like I never witnessed traffic before, so it was super crazy. So I can't imagine having to go all the way to Seattle, especially when you live in Kahuku, beaches, nice weather, and Seattle's rainy.
Yeah, rainy all the time, man.
Yeah.
Over time I learned to like kind of appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because I love Seattle now, and my dad loves Seattle. It was like, when he moved to Seattle, it was great for him. He because he likes cold weather. He didn't like
Oh,
being hot all the
yeah.
time. He worked in the sun.
Yeah.
He did construction, and yeah, he did construction. So I think he liked that. It was always cold and
Uh-huh.
like no sun,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
So,
But yeah.
so your family was pretty into music, right? Because you picked up a guitar pretty early, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And like, how old were you?
I picked up guitar when I was like, I think 11,
Mm-hmm.
11, 12, something like that. I picked up guitar and I started learning. First song I learned was Pirate Looks at 40 on guitar.
I don't even know what that song is.
It's a Jimmy Buffett song.
Oh, okay.
And my uncle, you know the one that was with me just
Oh
now?
yeah, that guy
Maratao, yeah.
running around
Yeah,
barefoot.
I'm running around over here bare feet. But yeah,
He's
him, he
awesome.
taught me. He
Okay.
taught me that song, and from there it just went off. And
Did you come from a family of singers?
kind of like my mom and dad weren't. My dad was like
Mm-hmm.
he sang at like church choir and
Okay.
stuff, but my mom's family, they're singers. My dad's family, they're singers, but
Okay, so it's in your
not
blood.
it's in my blood, but not my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
my
yeah.
intermediate family. Is it?
Your immediate family.
Yeah, immediate family.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it's called.
Okay. So at what point did you know that like you could sing and like you were pretty good and you wanted to pursue it?
Crazy thing. I never really thought I was good.
Really?
Like my whole life, because growing up in Hawaii, everyone sings. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
just like normal.
You probably just couldn't hear yourself because you grew up with your ears being pulled too much, so you had a
Yeah,
hard
bro,
time hearing,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah, but my dad, he saw the potential in it.
Uh-huh.
So, I started singing on the ukulele, 5th grade.
Mhm.
My 5th grade teacher, her name is Miss Faleolo, Mrs.
Oh,
Faleolo.
shout out to her.
Shout out, Mrs. Faleolo, yes. Sir. And she taught me. First song on ukulele was Hawaiian Superman.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, bro, that's the one. So we did Hawaiian Superman and then In the Jungle.
Oh, nice.
So I learned In the Jungle. I went.
Dun,
I
dun,
bought-
dun.
yeah, exactly. But I
think
never, I
learned
never,
that growing up too.
I never had like a ukulele.
Oh, okay.
But we learned at class because we had a ukulele break thing where we learned ukulele for like 30 minutes and then we put it away every day.
Mhm.
And I went home. I was like, Dad, I can play ukulele. And my brother's friend left his ukulele there, huh? And it was untuned. But I didn't
Okay.
know, so I was like, I didn't know how to tune or anything. So I grabbed it and they're like, play for us. All my family surrounded, huh? So I started playing In the Jungle. It's so off. And they all just laughing at me. I'm like, oh, cuz. So I cried. I dropped the thing. I
Oh
ran to
my
my room. I was like, I'm never coming back. Oh my gosh. But I ran into the room and then my dad felt bad for me. So he grabbed it, he tuned it up. That's the funniest thing I ever seen. My dad had a screwdriver and like a whole bunch of tools to tune the ukulele. And he didn't know how, so he just figured out and he tuned them and he gave it back to me. The next day, he made my family sit around
Oh, okay.
and told me to play. And I was like, I'm not playing. He said, no, I tuned it. So I started playing, and then my dad's like, all right.
There you
So ever since then, he's been pushing me in music and
Awesome.
yeah.
And so when you were doing that, like playing music, growing up in Kahuku, what were you into other stuff or just regular Hawaii kid kind things?
Yeah, like I was into football. I was into football,
Of
wrestling.
course.
I wasn't good at football, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked playing it, and I loved wrestling, wrestling and judo. I used to do.
Wow. Growing up on that side, like you guys live and breathe football.
Yeah,
Football and sports in general.
Yeah.
So was there some sort of pressure to like be a football player over there over
Yeah.
a musician?
Yeah. So my brother, his name is Le'Rod, but he was I remember growing up, everyone called all of my siblings Le'Rod's sister. Oh, that's
Oh, right.
Le'Rod's little
Yeah.
sister. Oh, that's Le'Rod's little brother. So kind of living behind my brother's shadow
Yeah.
and going to football practice, all the coaches called me Le'Rod.
Oh.
They'll call my brother's name.
Yeah.
So, hey, how come you can't be like your brother? I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh man.
But yeah, always living in the shadow of my brother. And so funny, I went to talk to him like during Idol, like when we came back for
The homecoming.
homecoming.
Yeah.
He was already living there. And he said that it was so weird because everyone's like, "Oh, you're Ian's brother, right?" I'm just like, "Oh shit,
Oh, it
the
just
role
turned.
switched
Yeah,
up."
yeah.
Bro, I was like, "Oh, now you know how it feels, man."
You get them back.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, that's super cool. Let's get into your journey coming. You're still so young, like 20, 20 years
Yeah,
old, right?
20-ish.
Yeah. So I mean, you're still just creating your life story and gaining all these experiences and starting from American Idol at such a young age. We just talked with Jasmine Trias a couple episodes ago
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Vegas.
I seen that
She
one.
started at 16 years old. So it's almost like from 16 on, life just came at her so fast.
Mhm.
And I'm sure that's pretty much how you're feeling, especially now in the age of social media. Because
Yeah,
when she was going
yeah,
through American Idol, that was in the 2000s. You know, there wasn't social media back then. So I'm super curious to hear your journey and how, you're adapting to the, fame and,
yeah, yeah.
all of it. So yeah, how did the American Idol thing come up?
Um, so my mom signed me up for American Idol. I kind of like when my dad passed away, because I was the only reason why I did music is for my dad,
Mm-hmm.
because that's like that's like the main way that we bonded.
Mm-hmm. To honor him.
Yeah, it
And,
was
yeah.
yeah, it was to honor him.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I did American Idol was for him, right? But I kind of quit like music when my dad passed away, because I could hear it. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I could hear him singing with me.
Mm.
Like when I was singing songs, like I can hear him harmonizing. I can hear him,
Wow.
and I was like, yeah, I put it away and I stopped playing for like months. And my mom was like, how come you stopped? How come you're not playing? I was like, oh, cause like it makes me sad because I can hear him
Mm.
when I sing. And she was like, wouldn't that make you happy because you can still hear him? And I was like, you're right, you're right.
Mm. Her
So
perspective.
I grabbed my guitar and I started playing, and still feeling it. And my mom was like, all right, now that you picked the guitar up, start practicing. And I was like, oh no, I think I'm just gonna play around every now and then. She's like, no, I signed you up for American Idol. Your audition is in next week. As you said, in a week. Your audition is in a week. And I was like, oh shoot, all right. So she said, practice, and you're gonna perform at online. There's like this
Oh yeah,
online
there's like a
routes.
bunch of steps
Yeah, a bunch
before
of
you
steps
actually
before you
get in
actually go.
front of the
Yeah.
judges. Yeah.
So I kind of had a bad attitude about it. Like, I'm not gonna make it because I tried out before.
Oh really?
Yeah, I tried out before on The Voice too.
Oh
On The
wow.
Voice, and I never made it through. But it was during COVID.
Uh-huh.
I tried out on The Voice, and then it was so weird because you don't see anyone. You just look at the thing, it pops up, and they type, "It's your turn, go."
Oh, that's so
On The
weird. Just
Voice,
the
yeah.
energy is different.
It's just
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
different. I was like, I didn't know what to do, so I was just like sitting there on my guitar, like, you have 30 seconds to sing or something. I was like, okay. I started singing. In the middle of my song, they just kicked me out of the thing. I was like,
That's crazy.
then I
Their
went to,
loss.
yeah. Then I went to American Idol, and it was a lot better, like a better experience, because
Yeah.
you could see faces. Because it's hard when you're singing, but there's no faces, right?
Yeah.
And I was singing, and you could see faces, and it's just a lot better for me. And they were really nice, but they said maybe not this year, but next year come back. And I was like, I'm not trying out for anything.
You just discouraged. Yeah.
This is a sign that I'm
Yeah.
not good enough. And yeah, my mom signed me up, and the rest is history.
And what year was it when she signed you up the first time?
First time was the year before, so 2022.
Okay, so and you were what, like 17 back then?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
17.
17,
Yeah,
and then again and you were 18, and that's when
18.
the viral audition happened.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
How
sir.
did you decide like this is the song that we're gonna sing?
So actually, my uncle Maratao,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
showed me the song, because my
Oh.
dad went through his kidney failure,
Mm-hmm.
and Maratao was like, "Hey, there's a song that I want you to listen to." He sent it to me, and it was "Monsters" by James Blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought I would like, he knew I would like connect to it,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, "Oh, it's a good song." I never listened to it, but I just told him it was a good song, and he's like, "Can you learn it?" I was like, "Oh yeah, when I have time." You know what I mean? Like, kind of like brushing it off, because I
Yeah.
never really listened to it. I was just saying I did. And then one time I went to Utah for my birthday, and my dad was already out of the hospital at that point. And we were driving, and he just puts on this song, and it was Monsters,
Oh
and I just
wow.
start crying. And he was like, he turns to me, he's like, "What's wrong, dude?" I was like, "This song is so good, bro. Can you send it to me?" He was like, "Shut your mouth! I sent it to you, and you never like learned it." I was like, "Oh, is that the song you sent me?" Bro, yeah. And then I learned it that night.
Oh.
And I
Wow.
learned it, and then I got a chance to sing it to my dad.
Uh-huh. Oh,
To
that's
sing
so
it to
awesome.
him, he was crying, and then this whole thing happened, and my dad passed away, and I didn't want to sing, and Then my mom, I think we did the audition. I sang for my audition on the online audition. I did "Perfect to Me," Just a Toffee, and then I did Valerie.
Oh,
Is that what it
nice.
was?
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, like Valerie and When the Rain is Blowing in Your Face." That song, because you do three. They said Valerie and a lot of people sing that all the time, right? At the auditions, they said almost like 50% of people
Wow.
audition with those
Yeah, it's a
songs,
popular song.
which they are, right? And I was like, "Is there anything else you can audition with?" And then my mom was like, "What about Monsters?" I was like, "Nah, I can't." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'm just gonna cry and it's just not gonna be a good thing." And she was like, "Don't just try." And I sang it to the lady on the what do you call it? Zoom.
Zoom, yeah.
I sang them and she started crying. She's like, "You need to sing that song."
Oh,
And I was like, "For reals?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You have to sing that song. That song is the one." And I was like, "Okay." So they went from there. Then I auditioned, and then I didn't want to talk about my dad at all. I just wanted to sing the song. And then, you know, I talked with my mom that night, and she was like, "Son, you gotta, you don't need to, but your dad is the reason why you're doing this. So if talk about him, it's okay to talk about him. You know, I didn't want people to be, oh, he's a sob story kind of thing, and I didn't want people to. I wanted to know if I was good enough to actually
yeah, vocally, not just with your story, right?
yeah, with my not just with my story,
Yeah.
vocally. So I never told them until we got to the thing, and then they're like, "Oh shoot, how come you never told us this?" I said, I just wanted to know if I was good enough," and they were like, "Well, now that you know you're good enough, can you talk about him?" I was like, "Yeah, I can." So it was
Dang.
it was rough
And then,
at first, but yeah.
so that and all that led up to you going in front of the judges and
Yeah.
then doing the, I mean, first of all, you told your story and you're just like, why aren't you living in Hawaii? Like, priced out of paradise, you know?
Yeah.
That was one of your first like viral phrases, and then you had the yes sir.
Yeah, yes,
So
sir.
you had a lot of viral phrases.
Yeah.
So you did the audition, and how long until after the audition did you have to wait for it to like air so that people started seeing it? Because as soon as it
Yeah.
aired, it just went viral. I mean,
Yeah.
you made it on Joe Rogan,
Yeah,
the
that was
biggest
crazy.
podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Him and Jelly Roll were
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
Jelly
it. And
Roll.
you made them cry.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. I remember like right after audition, it was like a huge jump on social media.
Hmm.
Cause I remember when I started social media, I had like 500 followers.
Were you posting videos
Yeah,
of
I
you
was
singing?
posting.
Oh,
No,
okay.
and then I started posting videos
Oh, okay.
of me singing. I already did, but I posted a song that I wrote a long time
Okay,
called
okay.
Dreams.
Yeah.
And I posted that, and that kind of blew up a little bit. I had like 4,000.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy, 4,000."
4,000's already went
Right?
crazy,
It's
right?
already
Yeah.
crazy. Then after, I think I waited like 2 months, I think, or a month and a half for the audition to actually air. And then I went, and then when the audition aired, went up to 50,000 like overnight,
That's crazy.
which was crazy. And I was just tripping. I was like, "There's no way this is happening." It's just crazy. And then went 50,000 to like, I
Couple
think 50,000 to 200,000. And I was like, "Wow, this is insane." I was like, how is this happening right now? And, and it just went from there to more. And then the Joe Rogan thing happened. And then it went all the way up like crazy. Like,
And this is before you even like were on American Idol, right? That was just
Yeah.
from the audition.
Yeah, just
I think
from
it was
the
the most
audition.
viewed audition in history, right?
yeah. It was crazy, man. It was
Yeah.
just,
I get kicking skin just like thinking about it. I
Yeah,
remember watching that, and I was like, I showed whoever I was with, I'm like, this is so sad.
yeah, man. It was
Yeah.
it was a crazy thing, man. For me, like, I was trying to hold it together.
I don't even know how you did. None of us could.
It was a rough time, but after that, I went outside after the audition. I walked outside, and the people they're watching on the what do you call them, like
Like iPhone.
little what do you call them?
Wait,
They're
outside
watching
of the audition
yeah,
room.
outside of the audition
Oh,
room.
like on the little TV.
Yeah, like on the
outside or
little
whatever,
TVs
yeah.
outside. And I walk out, everybody's crying,
That's crazy.
and then they're just like all patting my back. I was like, shoot, what just
Then he's
happened?
like, what, yeah, why is everybody crying?
Yeah, I was like,
what's wrong
whoa,
with you
really?
guys?
And then like in the audition room, there's like 50 people in there.
Oh, really? Wow.
Because there's like the judges.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I should be saying that, but
Nah, I'm
there's
sure
yeah, it's all right. It's all right, man.
Yeah.
The 3 judges, and then there's like on the side the camera crew, right? There's like 50 people in there.
Wow.
And I remember I was like singing the song, and I was trying not to cry. Then all I hear is like on the side of the room is just everybody in the room is crying. I was like, "What's going on, man?" Right? And it's just everything just started happening, and like I'm not trying to say like I didn't believe my dad, but I didn't believe my dad. I thought it was he's just a dad. He's supposed to say that that I'm good. You know,
your kid's the best player on the team. Your kid's the best
Exactly.
looking. You know.
Exactly. And my dad's over there like, man, you know, son, I think you're gonna win American Idol all the time. Ever since I was there, I was like, what? No, dude. I like, there's no way. All these guys are so good. And
Little did you know you were
little
good
did
too.
I know, but he was.
But he knew the whole time.
He knew, man. He knew it.
Dang. So the audition happened. You make it to Hollywood, and then what was that time on American Idol like? I mean, the story just kept getting better and better. You had the audition. You had your viral moment with Oliver.
Oh,
you
yep,
started the bromance started.
Yeah, it's my
You
boy.
had
Right?
you had that the time when you like forgot the lyrics.
I was reading
But everything you did was just so authentic and it was so true to you. That's why people love it, because it wasn't a staged person. You didn't put on some sort of front. You were just being yourself, walking on the stage with slippers. You know, like we loved it.
So funny. I remember they were doing interviews, and they were like, you know, tell us about growing up in Hawaii. I was like, oh yeah, and I was talking about it. I was like, what did you used to do when you were a kid? I used to run around and catch chickens and kind of thing. And they're like, oh, what did you used to do with the chickens when you caught them? And I was like, oh, we fight them. But they're like, we can't air that. They're like, we can't air that. It's illegal. It's illegal to fight. I was like, well, good thing I never caught them. Good thing I was too slow. You know what I mean? But it was just
they were fighting, not me.
Yeah, not me. But I never caught them, but the other kids was.
Classic.
But it was so funny. It was just, and it was so funny because I was always myself. I was always myself. And, you know, a lot of the times, like, my accent comes out, and that was the hard part for me was, like, they were like, oh, can you pronounce your words? Because you know over here.
Properly, please.
Yeah, exactly. Can you speak properly, please? And I'm just like, sorry. And then I'll be talking about, like, hey, you know small kind? They'll be like, oh, what's small kind mean? And I was like, oh, shoot, sorry. Let me just.
Yeah, you got a code switch.
Yeah, I got a code switch a little bit. So.
Yeah. Thanks. So you made it to Hollywood. Oliver was on the podcast a couple years ago, and then he told his side of the story about you being put together because you guys needed a partner, and then you guys had to like stay up late. You guys couldn't. There's like you barely had time to like even practice the song, right?
Yeah, me and Oliver was already friends. We connected through Jack Johnson because, like, not through Jack Johnson.
But your love for Jack.
Yeah,
Johnson,
our love for Jack Johnson, right? And I remember he was sitting there and he started singing Banana Pancakes, and I was like, what? I sat down and I started singing with him, and then we sang Better Together, and then out of nowhere he's like, where you from? I was like, from Hawaii. He's like, that's cool, dude. Let me show you your song. Then he sang Island Style.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
John
no
Cruz,
ways, we go. And then me and him were just jamming on. Everyone was just like, what song is this? And we're in the rehearsal rooms just jamming out. So me and him got along well, and honestly, we got along with everyone there. Everyone was such a good
become
vibe.
a family,
Become a family. You know? There's a lot of times that people were like competitive, you know, like. But that's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean, you're on a competition.
Exactly, you're on a competition. So it was like kind of like I made it my job to make people have fun.
Like lighten the mood. It's like not that serious.
Yeah, because guys, no worries if you don't make them. Who cares, bro? Try out next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was over there like. Everyone is so funny because I would throw honey packets. Because you used to collect, they give them honey packets. I used to suck on the honey packets.
Is that for like your throat?
Yeah, for your throat, And then I used to just grab like a handful, put it in my pocket. And while like one of my friends, Colin, the cowboy guy, had his hat on. And everyone was stressed out because this is if you're going to make it to top 24, then finding out. And I was over here stacking honey packets on his hat. He turned around, I was like, dude, I'm trying to focus. I was like, oh, sorry, man, chill. It was just so funny, bro. Just trying to make sure, like, make everyone have fun, because, you know, what's the fun in coming to this competition and being nervous and being on edge all the time? You know, just have fun. You know, if you don't make it, all
Yeah.
in.
So
That was my mentality.
Yeah.
you know?
So you were coming in with that mentality, which made you more loose, which made you your true personality show a lot more, and I think
Yeah.
that worked for you. Um, Tell us about your guitar hack, because I think that's a great one that
Yeah,
people
yeah.
should start to use.
Yeah,
When did you decide to do that, or was it Oliver that helped you? I forget
yeah,
what the
no.
story was.
So it was Oliver.
Yeah, okay,
So
now
I
that I
remember I
remember,
was
yeah,
sitting there and I was like,
and your guitar broke.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
My guitar broke,
yeah,
and are you talking about the lyrics?
yeah. The lyrics, yeah,
The lyrics, right?
yeah.
So the
Or wait,
reason
am
why.
I mixing up two different times?
No, that's the
That's
same
the same
time.
time. Okay,
That's the
okay,
same time.
yeah.
And I remember we were sitting there rehearsing, and that's the first time I heard. No, I heard it before, but this is the first time I ever like
Tried
listened to the
yeah,
words.
yeah,
Was
yeah.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room. The Weekend song. What is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
called?
the weekend.
Uh,
Something lights, or
I
I
don't even
don't
know what
know.
it's called.
Yeah,
Save Your Tears.
save your tears.
Save
Yeah,
your. That's wrong song.
yeah, wrong song.
No, Save Your Tears.
Save your tears.
So
Yeah.
I always hear it like on the radio and stuff, but Oliver's like, let's do it a different way. Oliver starts playing this thing like on the guitar. I was like, I like that. So we started playing on the guitar, and then he's singing it, and he's like, okay, you get the second verse, and I was like, I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics at all. And I tried to learn it. I kept trying to learn it, and we went to the waiting room, and at the top upstairs, and he was like, dude, I have it printed, dude. Let's just grab it and tape it on your guitar. I was like, all right, let's do it. I grabbed it, I taped it on my guitar. And he said, don't make it obvious. That's what he said. And I was singing like this.
It's not obvious at all.
But yeah, man. It was Oliver's
Which
idea.
again, even though some people can see that as like, oh no, you're messing up. It's like it was so real.
Yeah,
And that's what we love to see, is this realness. We'd love to see people make mistakes, because it just shows that they're human.
yeah.
So it worked out in your favor. Plus, you're just like your whole like energy and personality is just very easy to love. So you went on to the next stage. You went on to the next stage. You kept going, and
Yeah, man.
your following kept growing. I'm sure your phone was blowing up all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You made it all the way to the top 3, and then that's when they send you home. And I swear that was like a national holiday here in Hawaii.
Yeah,
And it
yes,
was
sir, bro.
I knew kind of a little bit of the planning, because I got like put in through some other people.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew what was going on, and it was hectic
Yeah,
to make
bro.
it happen. Because American Idol doesn't fund it,
Yeah.
and then they don't give you that much notice, because like you basically find out if you make it to top 3,
Yeah.
and then the planning happens in like a week or
Yeah,
something, right?
yeah.
So it was just crazy. I remember like all the people on that side,
Man,
Tautua,
dude, the community pulled through,
yeah,
dude.
everybody.
Everyone, man.
Jack Johnson
Jack
was there. You got to
Johnson,
sing
dude,
with one of your
Paula Foley,
idols,
man.
Paula. Yeah, that was
Crazy,
just
man.
that was awesome. I remember like running back and forth during that time, seeing you for a quick second, Chupashaka. That was so fun just to like be part of that, because I was too young when Jasmine came home.
Yeah.
And plus, I was on a different island. So being a part of that, I think, was super memorable for us. And we wanted to do that video to like make sure that you were in the top 3.
Yeah.
So you got enough votes so you could come home. So
Yeah,
because
bro.
the whole thing was like bring Iam home, right?
Yeah,
Because you
man.
haven't been back since you
Yeah,
left to
yeah,
Seattle,
yeah.
right? And you did it, and it was awesome. You ended up going to the finals. Won with a Kolohe Kai song.
Yeah, bro. That's
Who would have expected
Cool
somebody
down.
to just sing a Kolohe Kai song?
And it was funny because these guys are the, what do you call them? The producers, I guess.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, like it'll be smart if you could sing like a song that, and all this stuff. Like you sing a song that more people know. And I was like, nah, it's all right. I'll see this one. I think I had 3 choices. So because you can choose 3 songs of whatever you want, and they'll try to get it cleared, right? So I chose 3 island songs so they have to like
It has to be.
it has
one
to
of
be an
them,
island
yeah.
song, right? So I chose Cool Down, Dream Girl, and then I think Perfect to Me was the other one.
Oh, okay. So
Right?
2 Kolohe Kai songs.
Yeah, 2 Kolohe Kai
Wow.
songs. Then we went up, and then I was like, they're like, okay, so we think you should go with I think Dream Girl. I was like, I think I'm gonna go with cool down. They're like, oh yeah, all right, they cool down. So I went over there, and when we did the rehearsals, man, I was geeking out, man. I was like jumping on. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And all the band was like laughing because they're like, oh, this is such. Everyone was having a good time, man,
Yeah.
during rehearsals. Every time I went on the stage, I made sure like even because every time I go on the stage, before I go on stage, all the guitar player, everyone's so serious. Like I went up there, try to make everyone crack up and make jokes, and the background singer was like, I remember the ooh, because they weren't doing it at first, and I was like, is there a way we can do the thing? I was like, and then I grabbed my mic, I played the song on my thing, the ooh, and then all of them were doing it at the same time. Ooh, I was like, no, it's one at a time. And they're like, oh, so ooh, 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 and they're like, yeah, exactly like that. And so it was a good fun, man, and it was cool to like kind of take control a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. You were the director. Yeah.
Hopefully, I didn't make them.
I'm sure
upset.
I'm sure they were chill about it.
But they were, man. It was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, and it was so cool watching that live, and then couple, I don't know, however long after that, seeing Roman's reaction to the song, seeing
Roman's reaction.
you sing his song on national television.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting chicken skin just because like, we live on an island. We don't get that much coverage, unless you're a football player,
Yeah.
baseball player, whatever it is. Like, we don't reach, audiences that big. And so to see you on a national stage, local boy,
Yeah.
from Kahuku, singing a local song, Roman from another local boy.
Yeah.
It was just such a cool moment in our like Polynesian history.
Exactly, because my thing is like, and I always been about this, like,
Totally.
because so many people like, of course, country music is fire, amazing.
Yeah,
I love country music. I love R&B music, but people are sleeping on island music, man. Island reggae.
Yeah.
Aloha Kai, man. You got J Bug, you got all these guys, Fiji.
Yeah.
Man, and like people are sleeping on it, like
Fiji the GOAT.
like it was always, to me, I was like, how come these songs are not number one, man? Because for me, these songs were number one,
Yeah.
Roman, Aloha Kai, Cool Down, Dream Girl, He'eroa, man.
Yeah.
All these songs, man. Those are what I grew up on, and I always like wanted these. Like I was like, these songs should be on the Billboard. These songs should be on the Billboard. I think so. And I always try to like every place I go during Idol, I used to always jam island music. I always bring a speaker with me. And in the waiting rooms, they always tell me, hey, you need to turn that off because you're doing interviews up here. I was like, oh, okay. I put on the thing. I start playing island music. Start playing you ever heard Junior Maile? He's one singer in Utah, from Utah.
Oh, okay.
A Tongan singer. I was putting on Junior Maile, all these different singers, man. And all you guys are, oh, what is this? What is this? It's so good. And I was like, I'm telling you, if people just heard them, it's going to be crazy.
Give them a chance.
So that's why I did Don't Let Go. And so many
Breezy.
times I wanted to do even more like island songs. I wanted to do, so my 3 choices for the
Hawaii
Aulani round
Yeah.
was Sweet Lady Waihole.
Oh,
And
that would have been nuts.
that's the one I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Was Sweet Lady Waihole, and also Don't Let Go. So I gave them Don't Let Go because I love Don't Let Go. Obviously, it's a one classic jam, and it was also like I thought it would be like more like palatable for them, like be like, oh, you know what, that one, I like that one a lot. But I put in Sweet Lady. I was like, bro, if I do this song in Aulani, bro, on the Idol stage, you're my sweet papaya, doing all that thing, bro. It's so funny because they even learned it. The band learned it. And we were rehearsing. I was like, "Dog, this is gonna be
Oh,
me."
that would have been so sick.
And then after that, they're like, "Oh, can you sing?" I think they wanted me to sing one country song.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Nah, no country in Hawaii. I gotta sing an island song, but some kind of island reggae." So we did Don't Let Go.
That was a good middle.
Yeah, good middle. Man.
Cool. I mean, hearing your American Idol journey from you, it just makes me reminisce on that time and truly how awesome it was. You won American Idol, and what was your life like after that, man? I can imagine it was insane. I mean, you went up to 1 million followers. I mean, your videos, like almost every single one on the American Idol Instagram and YouTube, was just getting way more views than everybody else.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Back then, like Jasmine's time, you don't know if people like you or not, because we don't have the followers. So
And you don't get to see the
yeah,
views
and the comments, like
yeah, yeah.
everybody's messaging you and making videos about you. So totally different time. So were you keeping up with all of that like while you were going through the journey?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So my mom would always watch. My mom and my uncle would always watch, and Tao always watch the
Oh
reaction.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I like watching
To
those.
each of the thing, and I remember I'll just be sitting there, and then some of the reaction would be like, "It was okay," or some of them would be like, "Oh, that's the one," And it was so cool to see all these reactions and listen to them, and man, it was just it's a crazy time, man.
Hmm.
And just the support I got from the people out here in Hawaii, man.
Yeah, and beyond, like
Yeah, and
the
beyond,
whole
like
Polynesia, and
dude,
not even
Not even
Polynesian people. Yeah,
just
exactly.
islanders in
Yeah,
general, bro.
yeah,
Just the Pacific Islanders in general is coming through
yeah.
and man, pulling through for me, man. So it was just a lot of love and you know, I grew up with a lot of Filipinos out here
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Hawaii and a lot of Micronesians, bro. And it was just, it wasn't just the Polynesian, it wasn't just Hawaii. It was
Totally. You represented all of us.
represent
Yeah.
everyone out here, the Pacific Islanders, man. And it was just the people showing their love, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I loved
Crazy.
it. I loved it. So, were people coming out of like the woodworks like, "Hey, remember me? I was in your class, back in Kahuku," or like,
Yeah,
"Hey, da da da, remember we were friends?" Like, were people doing that? Did you get those messages?
yeah. I got a lot, but
How were you even able to keep up with everything?
it was just for me. Honestly,
you,
for
you
me,
went
I
from
was just
500 followers to 1 million
yeah. It
in
was
a couple
crazy.
months.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like,
man.
how did you handle that?
Um, I don't know. For me, it was just like I was always cruising it.
Yeah.
Always cruising it, and I feel like a lot of people that I worked with, like on Idol, they weren't annoyed, but they were just like, man, this guy just doesn't care. It's not that I didn't care. I was just like, there's no need to stress.
It wasn't the most important thing to
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
I was just like
Yeah.
chilling.
It's
I was like-
numbers on a phone.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
was just chilling, always
Yeah.
cruising, and always like, oh, thank you guys for all the
Mhm.
love. Always doing videos, and
Mhm.
man, it was just crazy.
That's why I
time,
came
man.
to you, because you weren't worried about money, fame,
Yeah.
all of the accolades. You were just worried about singing your best.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's why you won.
Yeah, but putting on for the culture, man. Putting on
Totally.
for the
No, we
culture.
appreciate you totally, and we appreciate you being here at this amazing location as well.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into the shishi break, I just wanna know what you've been up to since American Idol.
The American Idol, I've been after American Idol, it's just been
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
It's been
touring.
2 years.
Yeah, 2
2
years.
years
2
since, yeah.
years. Been touring. Had a couple songs released. And I'm having a new song released soon.
Yeah, yeah. Well, your new
yeah.
song "Sunshine" is already out.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
you have another one in June, right?
Yeah. But Sunshine's out, and it's just such a good vibe. It's all about positivity,
Mhm.
and it's what I strive to show my love and
Yeah.
and send out to people is positivity, right? And always happiness, and this world's already dark, and it's already it's a rough world that we live in,
Totally.
right? So try your best to have fun, or
Yeah.
live life and just be positive.
Yeah. Always.
Because it's easy to be negative. That's what I'm gonna say. It's easy to be negative, but if you try to live your life with positivity, you're gonna be a lot more thankful and a
Yeah,
lot more.
totally. And I think
happy.
sometimes we can't get there on our own. Like, you needed your mom's help
Yeah,
to really
yeah.
flip that perspective on
Yes,
you. Like,
sir.
oh, I don't want to sing my dad's song because it's sad. And she's like, well, you can do it to honor him.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just about like changing the way you look at things,
Yeah.
And I think
100%.
and I think that's what Sunshine's all about. Like, you can't appreciate the sunshine without a little rain.
Yeah,
I think
yes, sir.
I remember hearing, because I watched a music video before
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Such a fun one. I hope by the time where this comes out, it's already at like millions of views already. But you
Yes,
said
sir.
don't let the something rain on your parade. or
Oh
what was
yeah,
it?
don't you let those fools rain on your parade.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like, we gotta look around us. You might not be in Hawaii listening to this, but there's a lot of good out there.
Yeah.
We see in the news there's a lot of bad things. We see
Mhm.
violence, and things that can bring us down. But if you look around and you count your blessings and you see how
Exactly.
many awesome things you have,
That's exactly what it is, man.
we don't have it that bad. And especially like if you if you compare that to like other places around the world, like there's always somebody that has it worse than you. You know, I've lived in Madagascar for 3 years. You know, we
Yeah.
we we took a tour of this place and they had a well. Like I literally got water from a well for like 2 years. You know, and took bucket baths.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
and like
crazy.
we're living in a developed country where we can just turn the nozzle and we have hot water.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we have water bottles, we have faucets, we have clean water. You know, so many things that we got to remember to be grateful for.
100%.
Yeah. So let's take a quick shishi break. Let's get some water,
Yes,
and then let's get into the social media questions. So we'll be
Yes.
right back.
Kalea Hop Water is a sparkling, hop-infused beverage with bright, tropical flavors and the refreshing essence of island life. With 0 alcohol, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. Kalea brings aloha in every bubble.
All right, we're back from a quick shishi break. Again, just
Shishi
wanted
break.
to give a shout out to, you know, Shangri for hosting us.
Yeah.
Go check them out. You know, you can make reservations, get a tour of this Islamic art. So awesome. What was your favorite thing that you saw here so far?
I think my favorite thing that I seen here was in the bathroom the inlay with the jade and
Oh,
the
yeah,
precious
yeah,
stones,
yeah,
which is
that's
great because it
crazy.
just looks like a painting,
Yeah.
but it's actual stones.
Yeah. I like the jewelry
crazy.
in there.
Yeah, all the
That
jewelry.
jewelry is sick. Yeah. I think your uncle's girlfriend saw some of the jewelry, and I think you might gotta ask him how much that cost because I think she really liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the social media fan questions. Okay, first one comes from Exodus2244. This person says, "Do you ever miss being in Hawaii, and will you ever move back?"
Of course, I miss it, and yeah, I'm planning on moving back one day. You know, and right now I'm focused on the music stuff and focusing on getting healthy. Moved to Memphis
Hmm.
and I dropped 110 pounds, bro.
You dropped 110
Yeah,
pounds. I mean,
man.
you're looking good, but
Yeah,
I didn't know
thank you, bro.
110.
110, bro.
That's crazy. In the
It's,
last like
in
year.
the last 6 months.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
crazy.
Just going
Yeah, we've been
strict,
seeing your workout videos and stuff.
man. Yeah.
Ah, so proud of you. I guess we can go to this next question because somebody says, where was it?
Oh, sorry. The gist of it, I'm moving back home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Next question was from, where was it? There's one about working. Oh, right there. Cadrella. This person says, or Cadrella. I don't know how to say that. They says, what's your workout routine? You're inspiring. Keep going. You're looking amazing.
Oh, yes. Thank you. My workout routine is wake up in the morning and my trainer bullies me. No, I'm kidding.
It's
Trainer
borderline
bullies me. Yeah,
abusive.
borderline abusive.
I cry.
Bro, funny thing, he'll be massaging me and he'll be like, "Stop moving, Beckman," because he's Scottish.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he's hilarious. But yeah, I wake up in the morning, probably like almost 11 o'clock workouts.
Uh-huh.
So 11 o'clock workouts, probably for, dude, like an hour of it is just stretching and
Oh, wow.
and massage.
Oh.
Like he always gives me massage and stuff. Then we do stretching and then we do, calls it like the warm ups.
Uh-huh.
It's harder than the workouts, dude. He make us do like squats and all these different things. I was just like, dude. And then we get into the workouts, and then we're like flipping tires,
Yeah,
pulling
I've
tires
seen
through
they
the
pulling it
woods.
on the, yeah.
We pulled tires a mile into the park, then a mile back. I was like, bruh. And it made us jog back, bro, because at that time walking was already hard for me. You know? So him telling me, I think you could jog. You got this. Just a little jog so you don't like hurt your knees and your ankle and stuff. I was like, okay. So I was jogging small kind. I was like, bruh, I'm dead. But yeah, just waking up almost every day, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Workouts. Then we come back home. Then we go back for cold plunge.
Oh, nice. You've been cold plunging.
Cold plunging,
Nice. Sauna too? Just cold
Yeah,
plunge?
sauna.
Yeah.
Only in Nashville, like, cause we always go back and forth. So in Nashville, I do sauna, then cold plunge.
Yeah,
sauna,
contrast therapy. I do that
contrast.
too. Yeah.
But in Memphis, I only do cold plunge. Come back home, then I go for a walk. We go walk at the park. Almost every night is at least 3 miles. Yeah.
Wow. So you've been consistent with that for about a year.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's crazy. So super proud of you. I mean, just having the discipline to do that, and I'm I'm sure like a lot of people can relate. Like I had two surgeries last year. I had shoulder and knee surgery, so I've been in physical therapy for like the last, I don't know, half a year, and I know it's not easy. Like just trying to like stick with it, especially when you're not like seeing results. So like I put on like 40 pounds since I stopped working out and everything. So I'm on that health journey too. So I think
Yeah.
2025 is the year we all get healthy,
Yeah.
our
Yes,
best
sir.
year. So I'm hoping, like, I can't even run yet. So I'm hoping in like a couple months I can start running again and feeling. I don't have a Scottish person yelling at me, but
Yeah.
my PT Jimmy, I feel like he's mean sometimes. I'm just like, why do I have to bike and do all these sprints and stuff?
Now just pay him a little bit
Yeah.
extra to put on a Scottish accent.
Well,
And
he
you
does
work
do
harder.
accents. One day I showed up and they're doing British accents.
Oh,
So
yeah?
yeah, I gotta request the Scottish accent.
Mm.
Yeah, but super awesome that you're doing that.
Oh, yes.
Is there a target goal that you're trying to reach? Or just more like
Honestly, I'm
healthy
just
lifestyle?
Feel better, man.
Yeah?
Healthy lifestyle,
Mhm.
feel better. And yeah.
We want you around as long as you can be. So don't take that voice away from us, Iam. We need it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next question comes from, as we're just speaking about being healthy. Next question comes from Ronnie36. What is your favorite Mexican food? Come to my house and I'll cook it for you, they say.
Oh, my favorite Mexican food is, I don't know what it's called. It's a soup. It's
Oh,
seafood
okay.
soup. But
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
yeah, I'm not sure. But there's squid, shrimp, and fish
Okay.
inside. It's just a soup with potato, kind of like a stew a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
But
I'll
it's-
ask my girlfriend. She knows. Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
She
It's
probably knows.
menudo? Oh no, that's not menudo.
I'll go ask her.
Pozole?
Yeah.
No, something like that.
Something like that. Let's go. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, 'cause my girlfriend, she's Mexican.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so they always cook
Okay.
seafood and stuff, and it's good.
Nice. Yeah, I never really grew up eating a lot of Mexican food here in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So I mean, besides like Taco Bell and stuff,
Taco Bell.
which isn't even like that's
Yeah.
like
And Jack in the Box. The
expo-
tacos
they
at
got-
Jack in the
yeah,
Box.
that's probably why I thought about it. And then like those random Mexican restaurants that you
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
every now and then. But yeah. Okay. Next question comes from our good friend Oliver Steele Music.
Yay,
He
Ollie.
says, Ollie Steele and Iam collab when? LOL JK. Real question. Will you ever pick up an electric guitar for a song you write or record?
Yeah, I really like the electric guitar. The reason, who put me on the electric guitar was Oliver.
I bet.
Because I remember I was thinking, man, I don't like the sound.
Uh-huh.
And he showed me that you can have other sounds on an electric guitar. Like there's so many different sounds you can have on an electric guitar, but whatever you want, honestly. And I was like, dude, you know what? I like that. So I don't have an electric guitar yet, but I'm planning on it.
Okay, cool. Well, you heard it here first. Oliver, shout out to you wherever you are.
Shout
Is
out
he-
Oliver.
Is he in Nashville?
Yes, Nashville, yeah.
He's in Nashville, yeah. Cool. I always get a message from him randomly once in a while. Okay. Next question comes from Chow_Kimo. What keeps you grounded in your true self since you won?
Man, honestly, family, man. Family. And not in a nice way. Like family.
No, they literally
They literally
beat me to the ground, and that's how I'm literally grounded.
Dude, you know what's the best?
Or they ground me and
when you're
won't let me
feeling
do
good.
stuff.
Exactly. When you're feeling good, you go like, man, you know what? I feel good, man. I lost 110 pounds. My cousin came to visit me. Man, you're still fat. I was like, oh, cuz, what? He said, keep it. Good job, but just keep going, He's
Just
like,
keep you humble,
Yeah,
just keep you humble.
keep me humble, but it's just how we are. Like all my family always joke like that.
Yeah.
It's so funny on sorry. But so funny on Idol. There was like a time where everyone was like upset at me because one of my friends didn't make it through. And I was like pretending because it's like an inside joke that we had. And then I was like, man, I don't want to explain myself, but I feel like I have to. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah. This closer to the like the
closer-
top 10
yeah,
or whatever.
top
it is.
10.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Michael Williams, we always make. He said he'd always make fun of me, like, dude, I hope you don't make it to the next round. And I'll be laughing, like, I hope you don't make it to the next round. And then when he didn't make it to the next round, I was like, no.
So now we know. Now we know it's an inside joke. Classic. Yeah. Continue to be yourself. Family, continue to keep him grounded. Maybe not like physically, but just, yeah.
No, but honestly, that family helps me a lot. Always, it's always good to see family. Always,
You have a great support system. I mean, you got your crew here today. Your mom's super nice. When I was planning the whole home bringing a home video, I was messaging her and she was super supportive. And yeah, you have a great support system.
Yeah, thank you.
Next question comes from _SSSaline _. This person says, what advice would you give people to encourage them to go for their dreams?
Just keep going, huh? Because you are, and it sounds kind of bad to say, but it's the truth. You're gonna fail sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's how you learn.
That's how you learn, exactly. So take those moments and learn from it, like how you're saying.
Yeah.
And it's like lessons. You know what I mean?
Lessons
it's just
and lessons.
Exactly, right.
I saw a video of Ed Sheeran talking to somebody. I think it's Ed Sheeran. He was saying that like we learn nothing from success. We learn everything from failures and mistakes.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, if you think about it, like I like to think I'm really good at names, and anytime I can't remember a name, I always remember something when I like mess it up. Like I'm like, oh, what was your name again? Like John, and it was like Jack or something, and then I'll always remember that because I know I messed up. So like because I knew I messed up, like I always try to remember it like that. And that's a niche example, but
yeah, I know
stuff like that works for me all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah. And then like I don't know, they said like stuff like making the light bulb or all these other things. Michael Jordan shooting all these shots, or all these athletes doing all this. They miss so many more shots than they make. You know, they figured out so many ways to not make electricity until they made electricity.
Yeah.
So it's just part of life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, next question comes from stunnaboy.nokaoi. What a great
What a great
Instagram
name, right? Yes.
Stunnaboy Nokaoi. Favorite thing about Kahuku, he says.
Favorite thing about Kahuku, man, it has to be the people, man.
Mm-hmm.
The people down North Shore, they always support, always. But it's all of Hawaii, but just me growing up
Kahuku's
down there.
special.
Yeah, Kahuku's different.
They got that tight community.
Yeah, and everyone out there is like, oh, auntie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's up, auntie? You grew up with them, and you find out you're not even related at all. Oh, just that's my auntie. But you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You're still your auntie, and so many. It's just Kahuku. The people, man, is just so much love, and share the food, man.
Totally. Yeah. What's your favorite food over there?
My favorite food over there is the ball guys.
Oh yeah. I've never tried it yet. I gotta go try it.
So good, brother.
Yeah. He was at the homecoming thing.
Yeah, the short ribs.
They were like sold out so fast.
Fire.
Yeah, I gotta go do
I know
that.
he bring plates for me.
Oh really?
I texted him, I was like, "Kid, can you please save some plates for me?" Or he bring 6 plates.
Oh nice.
Or no, I think 10.
Yeah.
And there was 12 people in my room.
Yeah.
14 people in my room, because they gave me a room. Turtle Bay gave me a room, and then I told all my cousins could stay in my room. So it was 14 people in my room, and then I had another room, 14 people in that room.
Oh my God, people sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, everyone sleeping on the ground. My grandpa was sleeping next to me on the bed.
Yeah.
I was like, cuz. But I took 3 plates. So I was like, you guys share the rest, bro. I'll eat this.
This is mine. It's funny you mentioned the aunties and uncles stuff, because that's so true growing up in Hawaii.
Yeah,
like
bro.
I don't know how long it took me to realize that these people aren't my actual blood aunties and uncles.
Yeah.
Like even growing up until when you become an adult, I gotta ask my parents, wait, is that an actual auntie, uncle, or is that my cousin, or is this we just grew up with them, or
At this point, it doesn't matter.
it's just everybody's Ohana, right?
Yeah.
It's just a Hawaii thing.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm sure it's even 10 times more in Kahuku, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Everybody just helps raise everybody.
Yeah. Everyone always pulls everyone's kids' ears. Hey, stop that.
Yeah. I'm sure the word sasa is a very common word in Kahuku, huh?
Yeah, one of my teachers, her name is Mrs. Chang. There's an old lady. I think she passed away, but she's really nice. But she used to always throw her slippers at everyone, like her Scots. Boom! During class, I was like, "Bruh, what?" That was 5th grade.
Is that allowed? On that side, maybe.
I think the principal was too scared to tell her it's not allowed.
Because he would get one slip into the face. Okay, next question comes from the chef Aipono. shout out to Gene, our past podcast guest.
Yes.
He says, "Does Ipono make good food? We fed him at Holo Holo Vegas."
100%.
Yeah,
Ipono
100%.
makes mean food. What did we had there? I think we had I think you made us garlic chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was or
Did you try the crackhead chicken? The
crackhead
crackhead
chicken,
chicken was meat with the coconut miso
yes.
glaze.
Bruh, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Crackhead chicken,
Yeah,
maybe on
that's the
crackhead.
one.
All right, next question comes from Cactus_Hawaiian.
Yeah.
This person says, "What Hawaii artist would you want to collaborate with?" There's so
All of
many.
them.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah,
many.
all of them,
Yeah.
man. All of them.
Do you have any plans to do that?
Oh man, maybe Roman.
Okay. You gotta do it. You
yeah.
gotta do it, Roman. Come on.
Yeah, I've been talking to Roman about like figuring something out. So that would be a good one. Also, just Fiji, man. I really, Fiji's the
He's the
man.
GOAT.
He's the
He's the
GOAT.
GOAT,
He's
yeah.
the GOAT, man. Fiji, there's just so many, dude.
Molly,
Yeah,
the
Molly.
Green,
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson, High Water coming up. Shout out to the High Water boys.
Oh, what's his name? What's that guy's name? It's like
808, yeah, Myron.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
he's killing it.
He's killing it.
Yeah, yeah.
His jams.
Yeah, you guys could. There's so many
Yeah.
possibilities, and you're just getting started. So I'm sure in the next 10 years we'll see
Yeah,
a lot of fun collaborations.
guarantee, bro.
Yeah, I gotta hear Iam and Ali collab with Island Style.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
sir. John Cruz.
Yeah, yeah. You guys
Oh.
sang that at the homecoming, right?
Yeah.
John Cruz came on stage. I
Yeah,
remember
That was crazy.
Yeah,
you know, who I gotta do a collab with? Connie, bro.
Oh, I saw you posted about
Yeah,
him.
Connie, bro. That's my guy right there.
Oh, solid. Okay. Last question comes from Patreon, from our Patreon supporter, Jerry Salamonte. Okay. He says, I watched you perform here in San Diego, your cousin's last gig before flying back home to Tonga or Samoa. Business-wise, I'm interested in how American Idol works. Did they put your first tour together? Are you tied into performance and publishing contracts for a certain number of years? For how long can you work/collaborate with any artists you choose, etc.?
There's not much I can say about that, but
Yeah.
I could say they they give me a lot of room to be creative,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a label. Things have to go through, but can't really talk much about it.
Yeah. Great answer. Yeah, I'm sure your management will be happy about that answer. But so after you're on American Idol, do they help you with the tour when you win American Idol?
Yeah.
Are they the one putting the tour together and all that, or are you doing that with your own team?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Oh, it's like you're working together.
Yeah, working together. Kind of.
Okay, cool. And I just want to share this last thing from Jerry. He says, millions of people were touched by your first live audition episode, but had immense gravity for me because my own father passed away just a few weeks before it aired. Watching your clip on repeat helped me laugh through the cherished memories, but mostly sob through the painful loss. But now, after a few years, although it represents a short, painful time in your life, it also reminds me of a lifetime of warmth and love from my father. So, Iam, thank you sincerely for that immeasurable gift and for your entire American Idol journey.
Inshallah. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, mahalo, Jerry, for sharing that.
Mahalo.
Beautiful. And mahalo, everybody, for the social media questions. Make sure you leave some for our next guest, and maybe your question will make it on the podcast. All right,
Thank
we're
you.
coming to the back end of the podcast, and I like to ask all of my guests the same question about keeping it aloha. It's the name of the podcast. It's something that I try to do every day of my life. So in your life, how do you keep it aloha?
I would say for me, how I keep it aloha is just always cracking jokes. that has to be it. Always cracking jokes. Always trying to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter who I'm with, no matter where I'm at, I'm always cracking jokes. I'm always, going back and forth, and that's my way of showing love is making fun of you. And yeah.
That's how it is, especially in relationships, families. You're just friends. You're just teasing each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, just like you said to your cousin, right?
Yeah.
And we don't take offense. And sometimes we do. And we get angry and we yell at each other and we fight. But then we love. It's all love,
exactly,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Not me though. Every time everyone makes fun of me, I'm just like, hey, it's all good. Just know I'm coming back harder, man.
If you can dish it, you got to be able to take it. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
Yeah. You got to tell them that. Yeah, that's something that I've always done my whole life is just, crack jokes, try to lighten the mood,
Exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes for me, I had to learn to pick and choose when to do
Exactly.
that,
That's same as me.
because I was like that growing
Same
up,
as me.
very like non-serious, just always making everything into a joke, and I
Yeah.
still get in trouble once in a while.
Yeah.
But now when I'm a little older and I'm more in like professional environments, I also have to like talk to myself like, is this the right time? It would be so funny. I mean, I get in trouble with my girlfriend all the time. I say something, or like she'll say something, and I know like I shouldn't say this, but it's so funny, it's so funny, it's so funny.
You have
I
to.
say it, and then she was like, she gets mad. I'm like, but I had to say it because it was funny. It's comedy. Come
It's
on.
hilarious, man. It's so funny, man.
Do you get in trouble with your girlfriend for joking too much?
No, she always she cracks jokes to me all the
Okay.
time. I always get in trouble with just my mom. You know what I mean? Just saying all kind, just cracking. It's just I had to say it. Like I can't control it.
You
Like
can't
if it's
control it. Yeah,
if it's
that,
funny,
you gotta let
if
it
it's
out.
that
You
funny, you
let it
got
out.
to, man.
I support that. I
You
support
got
it.
to,
So
man.
you hear that, Faith? Sometimes I just gotta say it,
Yeah,
even
bro.
though it's at your expense. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
She can always be right, and I can always be funny.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
what it can be.
man.
And actually, today recording, it's actually our anniversary. So happy anniversary, Faith! 1 year. Tell Faith Rogers I love her, just like the song. Faith, not Faith Yanagi, Faith Rogers.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll see you after this. We got some fun things planned.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I love you, and I'll see you at home. All right. So I want to know, since your whole journey has started, and you're still, like I said, so young, at this point in life, and it might change, years later. Like, what are you most grateful for?
I'm most grateful for. I don't think I've ever been asked that, man. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just it's a simple question, but I've never been asked that.
Yeah.
Most thankful for, man.
And just take some time to reflect.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think I'm most grateful for you know I'm most grateful for my religion, and my what do you call it? I guess you say love for God, and that's
Your
also
faith.
my faith. There
Shout
you
out
go.
to Faith.
Hey! But my faith, I think I'm thankful for my faith. Sometimes every now and then I'll be like, man, have a bad attitude, but always just, give thanks to God. And everything that's happened in my life, everything that's gonna happen, everything that's been happening is all thanks to God. And that's one thing that I'm grateful for is my faith.
Beautiful. And so were you just brought up like that as a child?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Family
sir.
going to church and having that belief system.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you ever, I don't know, kind of push back with your family? Growing up, you're like, oh, we gotta go to church. You gotta do this.
Sometimes.
As a kid, sometimes I'd rather go play or go watch this, do this. So.
Yeah. Sometimes for it was kind of hard for me when I was growing up because my mom and them they weren't strict, but like I feel like because I'm Mormon or I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and there's no watching TV on Sunday. There's no running around and playing around on Sundays.
Dang, that's football.
Yeah, exactly right. There's no swimming, which was always kind of different for me because we go to like a family event with my other family, and they'll be like swimming, and they have a beach day and barbecue day, and all we do is just eat. We just eat the food. I mean, we run around.
You're on the beach
we always get in
sweating,
trouble,
wishing you could
exactly
jump
right.
in the water.
Yeah, bro, wishing you could jump. But like, I don't think it was like a part of our religion. I think it was just like a Tongan thing, like a respect. Because in Tonga, it's illegal to ride your bike, or not ride your bike. It's illegal to sell on Sunday. So all the stores shut down. You can't ride your bike. You can't do this. So every time we were growing up, we would run around and play tag, hide and go seek. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like all the adults like would do it in secret, so the adults don't get us because they're gonna get mad. and like ground and make us sit down. But yeah, man, just my faith in um, growing up part of the church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, has taught me a lot and made me a lot like thankful for a lot of the things, and also, you know, one day get to see my dad again. You know, it's just it's my faith is a big part of my life.
Totally.
Yes,
I support that because my faith is also a big part of my life.
yes, sir.
Faith Rogers.
Yes, sir, bro.
All right, so now that you're living in Memphis and you got all the stuff going on, what can we look forward to in the next, year, 5 years, 10 years, 20? What's the goals? What's the plans?
Man, I'm working on an album.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm working on an album right now. We're trying to figure some stuff out. I'm excited. My first album, so that's gonna be cool.
How many songs? Can you say that?
Yeah,
yeah,
you know, a typical album like
Yeah,
14,
okay.
15, 16, something. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but we're working on
1,
it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 songs. I don't know.
Just start naming all the numbers. But
Anywhere from 1 to 214 songs. I don't know.
But yeah, working on an album. I'm excited for that.
Do you have a release date in mind, or are you guys still gotta figure that out?
Just still figure it out. But this year,
Well, this year,
I know
okay.
it's gonna happen this year,
Nice.
and it's a lot
All
of cool stuff
original
happening.
songs?
Oh, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll
okay,
see, bro.
okay.
We'll see.
You can't give too much.
We'll see, bro.
Okay. Do you have you have something coming out in June? Can you talk about that song? I think it's like Old Pry or
Oh,
what is it called?
talking about Unbreak.
Unbreak. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm
You're talking about Old Glory.
I think so.
yeah.
Your management told me it's Grand Ole Prix debut on June 11th.
Oh, Grand Ole Opry.
La Prix. Okay.
Grand Ole Opry.
I don't
It's
know
not
how
a
to
song.
read
It's a venue.
Oh, it's a venue. I thought that was a song.
No.
See, I'm not in the music world. So that's why you're confused. You're like, I don't have a song named that. So
yeah.
it's a venue.
I'm playing the Grand Ole Opry June 11th.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be really cool.
Where's that at?
Nashville.
Oh,
It's like,
so
one of the, like all the greats is played there. You know.
Oh, okay.
It's so cool, man. I'm excited.
Okay, Grand Ole Opry.
Grand Ole Opry.
Okay, yeah. I'll remember that. Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm a huge country music fan.
Yeah.
That's where Nashville is like where the country music is.
Yeah.
The place, you know.
Cool.
And Grand Ole Opry is one of the legendary spots, and I'm having my Grand Ole Opry debut, and it's gonna be
Super
crazy.
cool. So go buy tickets for that right now.
Yeah. Yes.
Is there anybody in the country scene that you'd love to collaborate with?
Yeah. There's a few. There's a lot. I would love to collaborate with Jelly Roll.
Of course, yeah. You guys had a good connection.
Yeah, I met him a couple times. He's a really nice guy, and I really want to collaborate with Chris Stapleton.
Nice.
Because man, his voice is insane.
Yeah. I love that.
And there's this country singer. Her name is Kaylee Hammock.
Oh,
Man, her voice
that
is
is.
insane.
okay.
Yeah, so
hopefully one day in the future.
one day in the future.
I would love to hear the Iam and Jelly Roll.
Oh,
song
yes,
together.
sir.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Shout out Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Jelly Roll. Okay, so being of Polynesian descent, Tongan, Samoan,
Yeah.
all of that, it plays a big role in your life. I mean, you became the representation that a lot of people needed, especially on mainstream media.
Yeah, man.
So how does that feel for you? Like, do you feel some sort of pressure? Is it more of a kuleana or responsibility now? You're so young and you have all this weight on your shoulder. Like, how does that make you all feel?
Honestly, I feel like excited about it, because I'm not, I'm not trying to like, I don't know what to say, but I'm not trying to go out and like be Polynesian, because I am.
You're just being.
I just am.
Yeah.
It's who I am, right? And it's just there's like nothing I can do about it. It's just who I am, and that's my personality. That's how I talk. From Hawaii, my accent comes out. You
Yes,
know, my Tonga. I always sing Tongan, Samoan. You know, it's just who I am, and yeah.
Yeah, and you're doing a great job at doing that. And you've always been authentic from,
Yes, sir.
the time we saw you and years after, you're still the same. You're still cracking jokes. You're
Yeah.
still down to earth. You're still the same Iam that
Yes,
we
sir,
saw
bro.
on the audition. And I'm sure in 20 years, you'll be the exact same.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so super stoked to see that. I want to know, what is something you wish people knew about you that they don't?
Um, I feel like a lot of people haven't heard like my story about like growing up and you know, but it's just it's a lot of families in Hawaii, which is sad, but struggling, with rent and stuff, and it's you know that part of my life I never really like to talk about, but I feel like people like even though like you live in these rough times and you go through these rough times, there's ways you can get past that. And I was homeless. Me and my family were homeless at one point. We were sleeping on for me it was amazing because I was like, well, we're sleeping on I was a young kid. I was like in the middle of the on my uncle's farm. We were living in a city bus, a broken down city bus.
Wow.
The Honolulu city bus.
And you're like, this is awesome.
This is awesome. We got beds everywhere, man. This is great.
The perspective of you.
Yeah, but like I could just imagine how hard it was for my mom and dad.
Yeah.
And just I guess what I want people to know about is just like the work that my mom and dad put and my family have put into
Yeah.
to help me get to where I'm at right now, and not just my immediate family, but my mom's siblings and their family and their kids, and it's just what do they say? It takes a village, right?
Totally. Yeah.
And it does, man. It takes a village, and always going in and eating everyone's food.
Yeah.
Eating all Auntie's food, but yeah, it was just rough times, homeless at one point, and it's just that all these rough times can be overcome. That's what I want people to know.
I love that. Mahalo for sharing
sir.
that.
Yes, sir.
Right on. So we're going to start to wrap up, but I want to let people know that Iam will be performing his new song, Sunshine. So stay tuned to the
Yes,
end.
sir.
I'm going to make it so we wrap up the episode, and as the episode wraps up, it'll go into the song. A little different than how we usually do it. But I want to ask you, before you go, like, what is your life hack? Were you able to think about that?
Oh, my life hack. I would say my life hack. Let me think.
There's a guitar hack. Put the lyrics on top of your guitar if you can't remember.
Yeah,
and don't
that's
make it obvious.
Don't make it obvious. I would say a life hack for me is I always have honey on me. Like I always have like a jar of honey or like a manuka honey, and it helps so much. Like tea.
Do
to
you
heal
have
my
some
voice.
on you right now?
Oh, I do not have.
So he's a liar. Cool. Well, we got that on record. Iam Tongi is a liar. He said always have honey on you, and he does not have honey. So clip this and put it on social media. Cancel this guy. Just joking.
But yeah,
Cracking jokes.
always get honey, bro. Always get honey. Honey is so good, and when you're feeling like tired, take a scoop of honey. You good, bro.
Yeah, no need coffee. Yeah, just
Scoop of honey. Bro.
Okay, right on. Do you have any like music hacks actually?
Music hacks.
I mean, I guess the honey works in.
Yeah, the
for
honey,
that
like
as
for
well.
your voice, because it like heals. Like when my voice is gone, I'll take a scoop of honey before I go sleep.
Oh, and then the next day you
And
wake
then
up feeling good.
apparently, yeah, I don't know if it like works, but for me it works. Maybe it's just in my head.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Hey, placebo is real.
yeah, right. But also, let me think. Steaming.
Steaming? Like steam room?
No,
Or just
like steaming your voice.
What does that mean? How do you do that?
It's just like there's a steamer. You buy a steamer for like I don't even know.
And you just like put it in front of your face?
Yeah, it's like it's for your
Oh.
like mouth
I don't
stuff
yeah.
for singers.
I have no
I
idea.
think it's for
I'm
singers.
obviously not a singer.
But yeah, we started doing that during Idol. They
Yeah.
said it helps a lot.
And you
And
still do that?
I still do it, and it's saved me
Oh, super
multiple
cool.
times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I also forgot to ask you, what is the correct pronunciation of your name? Because I'm sure we said this Iam Tongi, but in the Tongan language, it's a little different, like how you pronounce things.
Yeah, it's
right. So just on record, like how do we pronounce your name properly?
Iam Tongi.
So it's almost like a D.
Yeah, kind of. It's like an in between a D and a T.
Yeah.
Tongi, like Iam Tongi.
Tongi. So
Tongi.
am I saying it correctly? Iam Tongi. Am I
Kind of too much D.
Too much D.
Too much D.
Too much D.
Iam Tongi.
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 Too much T now.
Too much T. Yeah. It's like
that's hard.
Yeah.
Iam
Iam
Tongi.
Tongi. Yeah.
So Iam Tongi.
Yeah. My middle name is Guy.
Guy.
Like Guy, which is crazy.
And your name
man.
is William, and Iam
William
is short
Guy.
for,
So Tongan name is Viliami.
William.
Viliami and then Guy Tongi.
Okay. Do you speak Tongan? A little bit?
No.
Just so you know some words.
Kind of a little bit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
A lot of people, because when I sing Tongan, I make sure I get it right, like as close, the best I can. And my uncle always tells me like it sounds like I speak Tongan. So a lot of people when they come up to me, like a lot of older Tongan guys will be like, "Hey, say it," and start speaking Tongan to me. I'll be like, "Ew," like oh yeah. Like I don't have no clue what they're saying.
That's funny.
But I can kind of understand by like pointing and like hand stuff and like because Tongan they put a lot of English words that they just say in a Tongan kind of accent. Like spoon is sepuni.
Oh, okay.
And then yeah, it's just like
That's funny. All right, so I just have my last fast 5 questions. Okay, these are rapid fire answers. All right.
yeah.
Favorite childhood snack?
Favorite childhood snack still to today is musubi.
Ooh, from where?
Musubi, I don't know. For me, it's from like obviously I love 7-Eleven musubi.
That's a go-to.
But for me, it was Superette.
Oh, I've been there.
Superette's musubi.
Do you know Jack Soren? He lives on that side. He's an artist.
I think.
Yeah, he's Captain Jack on Instagram. He paints big murals. But basically, when we were out, he came on the podcast and he was telling us about that. And then we went to PCC one day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your auntie. Yeah, she's so awesome.
Yeah.
Anticia.
Oh yeah.
Anticia. She's so awesome. We went over there and then after we went to the Super, we tried the musubis.
Musubi's good. Like for me, I just like the simple.
But
like,
see, it's different. There's no sauce.
There's
right?
no
yeah,
sauce.
I remember
it's
that.
just fried spam.
Yeah.
Rice and seaweed. That's it. And
See,
food
I like the sauce though.
You like the sauce?
I like the teriyaki
sauce.
kind.
I like the teriyaki sauce
Yeah.
too, but a good just spam, fried spam musubi with egg. My
the egg,
favorite
I remember,
musubi of all time, Sam's store.
Where's that?
Oh my goodness, it's in Lē'ahi.
Okay.
We used to walk over there, and we always make sure we walk at. Like,
Oh wait, no, that's the place we went to, Sam's store.
Sam's
That's
store,
the one,
right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we
that's
went
the one
at
to.
every time we went to Sam's store, we try to go at like 8 o'clock or 7:30, because that's when about the time they're closing, and they give away all the musubis. So we go in and buy a
smart.
musubi. They're like, "You want the rest?" We're like, "Oh, for reals? No, you don't have to do that, auntie." But we already know. We're like, "Oh yeah, we go." I used to have one kimchi fried rice musubi.
Oh, that sounds good.
Me.
Is that the place that's like right by the houses? It's like basically,
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that is the place.
that's
we
the
went
one
to.
next to Bukilao Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they got the egg.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the
a
egg.
lot of people
Yeah.
like say like it's so funny. A lot of people like that try it, that come down, that make like, do you have to try it? Like, oh, it's good, but it's like really like the rice is like it's dry because they used to 7-Eleven being like all like
Yeah.
nice and moist. But I like the 7-Eleven, but
Yeah.
the Sam store.
Go try them out. It's a Lē'ahi thing, I think. Because I'm pretty. Because Jack said the same thing, and then when we tried it, we're like, it's not the best. Like it was good,
Oh, it's
but
the
he was
best.
saying it was the best.
It's
so
the
it must be
best.
like your guys' taste buds are a little different because of the salt water or something coming over there. I don't know what it is. Okay, favorite guilty pleasure.
Favorite guilty pleasure. Let's see. I feel like I'll sit down and we'll watch a movie. And you know how people eat popcorn?
I love popcorn.
Like I'll go sit down and me and my girlfriend, I'll get a whole tub of ice cream and eat the whole thing.
That's respect.
Instead of popcorn, it's ice cream, man. But I
do
can't
both.
do that anymore.
Yeah,
but
yeah, but back in the day, that's it's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Maybe once in a while. Everything
Hey.
in moderation.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me neither. I'm trying to cut back. It just
Don't show this to my trainer.
We just
Robert, I'm sorry.
we just watched the finale of White Lotus a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I heard about that. Is it good?
It's interesting. It's a super interesting show. It's kind of like comedy, murder, mystery, all of that kind of combined. But it's enjoyable. But yeah, we had popcorn and had like a tub of ice cream and everything, and yeah, it was great. Diet starts tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, favorite vacation destination.
Favorite vacation destination. I know it sounds crazy, Utah.
Oh, like what's over there besides a lot of
Man, I kid you not, a
Polynesians?
couch. There's just one couch in Utah.
Did you say couch?
Yeah.
You love Utah because of a couch?
Yep. My uncle's couch. I say uncle is my cousin. My cousin's couch. Man, right when I fly into Utah, I go straight there. I walk into the house. I take off my shirt, take off my pants, just in my underwear. Just lay on the couch, bring the blanket. I go straight to sleep.
Slippers still on you?
No, slippers. I don't even, I take my slippers off in the car. I leave them in the car.
Because you were talking to me
Oh,
before the
yeah,
podcast
yeah.
about like how you're always going back and forth. Hawaii, take off the slippers. You go to like out of Memphis, they're like,
Yeah.
why are you taking your slippers off? Leave it on. And then you go to places and then you forget to do it. So they're
Yeah.
like, take it off, leave it on, take it off, leave
So
it
it's
on.
like-
You're like so confused.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite TV show or movie?
Favorite movie. That's hard. I have so many favorite movies, man. It's always different every day. Man, Gladiator, dude.
Oh, did you see the second one?
The second one. So the thing about the second one was kind of weird for me, because at first it kind of seemed like it was going exactly same storyline as the first one, and then it switches.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I was in the middle of watching it. I was like, I don't think I like this.
I mean, it's hard to do a sequel.
Yeah, it's hard, but they did it. It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. But Gladiator, Braveheart.
Oh, nice.
Braveheart is really
Cool.
good.
I'm gonna get you some new fans from a different demographic. We were just talking about Jujutsu Kaisen before this came on. He's watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Shout out to our anime weebs.
Yes.
Yeah. You just got like 10 more fans. Okay, and last one. Favorite thing about Hawaii?
My favorite thing about Hawaii. You talk. I always talk about like, man, the people. Which the people are amazing. So beautiful. The food, man. The food.
Yep.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. The plate
Dangerous.
lunches, all these small mom and pop shops that just got the meanest food.
Mean, man. I tell you.
Graduation parties, luau's. What is the best food? What is it, like best Hawaiian food you have?
Best
'Cause
Hawaiian.
I think
food.
it's always graduation parties.
For me, like, like real Hawaiian
yeah,
food.
yeah.
For me, cause growing up, I always like, man, Hawaiian food. I'm over here thinking chicken katsu, Hawaiian food, right?
Yeah.
Chicken katsu is Hawaiian food.
It's just
Sushi's
local.
Hawaiian food. Well,
Everything's Hawaiian food.
I thought everything was Hawaiian food, right? My favorite Hawaiian food probably has to be squid luau.
Oh yeah, same. I love
Oh
that.
my goodness,
good,
it's so
squid
good.
luau. Gotta
When
have
you
some good
put
coconut.
cause I don't really like poi.
Yeah,
But when you mix
because you never had
the
good
poi,
poi. That means. Oh
yeah, I feel like I have. I always had them in the tub. You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
it's probably sour. You gotta
Yeah.
have good poi. You gotta
Yeah,
have good poi.
I never had. I think I tried fresh poi and I liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Mhm.
But the only time I really like the sour poi
Mhm.
is when I.
Mix
It
them.
sounds crazy, but I mix it with the.
Yeah, that's
with
what you
the,
do. You just mix everything.
I mix
together.
them up.
It's all
and-
going to the same place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, bro.
You know,
all come out the same
yeah,
color.
exactly. Chef Aipono made when we went to Vegas. He made a lau lau squid luau. So it was like a lau lau
what?
with the squid luau over it, and that was mean.
It was good.
It was good, yeah.
That
So
sounds good.
whenever you go, are you going to Holo Holo this year?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever go back up to Vegas or if you're in California,
Yeah.
this Coastal Mesa location, ask him to make you now. And that one was really mean.
Guarantee, man.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for you today. Mahalo so
Yes,
much
sir.
for coming in
Yes,
and
sir.
talking stories. Mahalo to Shangri-La for hosting us. Really appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to share before we wrap up? If not, tell us where we can find you.
Yes, sir. Just want to say, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and find me at W Tongi at all platforms. Iam Tongi on all. Just search up Iam Tongi. I think you'll be the first one that shit pops up. Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure unless
But
it's
it's
like fake account.
W Tongi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta practice your last name more.
Oh, Tongi.
Tongi.
Yeah, that sounded right.
Okay, I think I just gotta keep doing it.
Yeah.
So if you hear me say like Iam Tongi, I'm just practicing. But yeah,
You gotta check the mic like that from now, yeah?
Yeah.
Iam Tongi.
Yeah, mic check. Tongi. But yeah, super stoked on your journey, and we're excited to just follow you and see how far you go. You have Hawaii support, you have our support. I'm gonna close out the show, but don't go anywhere because he's about to play his new song Sunshine, okay? But mahalo, Iam, for joining us on the Keep It Aloha podcast. Spread love, be kind to one another, and mahalo for listening to us today. We have new episodes every Thursday, so make sure you follow us and leave a review. I'm your host, Kamaka, and remember to always keep it aloha.
Yes. Let your sunshine shine. Let the music play. Don't you let no fool rain on your parade. Let the spirit rise. Chase them clouds away. Let your sunshine shine today. Mama always told me, son, let the warmth of your soul and your sweet smile lead the way. Never walk in the shade. Yeah. Be beautiful and be kind, for it is not what we take, but what we leave behind. So take what you've been given and give it away. And let your sunshine shine. Let the music play. Don't you let no fool rain on your parade. Let your spirit rise. Chase them clouds away. Let your sunshine shine today. Live a life filled with happiness and fill your cup with positivity. I found that's the key. Yeah. And when the storms come a-rolling in, the only way to roll them out again is to be the change that you wanna see. And let your sunshine shine. Let the music play. Don't you let no fool rain on your parade. Let your spirit rise. Chase them clouds away. Let your sunshine shine today. Let it shine now. Oh, let it shine. Let it shine. Let your sunshine shine. Let the music play. Don't you let no fool rain on your parade. Let your spirit rise. Chase them clouds away. Let your sunshine shine today. Yes, sir. We all lost our voice, but. Yes, sir.